right, go ahead.
All right, awesome, cool. Thanks, guys. I don't have a script. I don't have a slideshow, PowerPoint. So I'm just going to talk from, just from the heart and just share with you guys what I do with my challenge group. So tonight's topic that we're talking about is how to run a successful challenge group. So I'm not really going to talk about how to invite and how to get people in there. I'm focusing on, once you already have your group, how to run it and make it successful from start to finish. Okay. So, and then I'm going to have a little exercise for you guys once I wrap up. Not going to be too long, just going to go through some stuff. And I'm going to use my group. I'm going to share my screen and use my group as an example. But the first thing that I want to show you, do I have it even set up? Hold on a second. Okay, I will show you this. So what I'm going to talk about, I used to run lots of groups on the Beachbody website, on the Beachbody message boards. I ran groups on Facebook, Premier groups. Now I specifically run groups pretty much only on the Challenge Tracker app. And if you guys aren't in a group on the app, or if you haven't run a group on the app, and let me tell you, when I first heard about the app and all that it can do, I was pretty impressed with it. But then when it launched and I checked it out, I was like, I'm never going to use this thing. This is just not going to work for me and my style and what I do. But the one thing that changed that, obviously, was the health bet. The health bet forced me to learn all the ins and outs of the Challenge Tracker app. So after that, there was no turning back. I mean, this thing is awesome. And I'm going to show you some of the cool things that, hopefully stuff you don't know, some tips that I do with my Challenge Tracker app. But first thing I do, and this is after I have someone either come and join the group, or before the group starts, when I'm getting everybody into the group, I send them a welcome email. And in that email, I kind of, I've condensed it a little bit. It used to be a lot longer. But what I want to do is just introduce people, welcome them into my group. Give them a little blurb here, like I talk about why accountability is so important, and then I give them some tips for the group. So I point to the Beachbody video on Challenge Tracker app, so they're familiar with it. If there's a lot of time, I get many people where it's their first time using it, so it's really awesome to watch that video so they know exactly how to log their workouts and kind of use all the basic features of the Challenge Tracker app. I talk about how I run my groups. I talk about, the pin post in there. Talk about our coach leaders and the prizes that we do. But basically, right off of the bat, I am giving them an introduction to the group and telling them just a little bit about it, and welcoming them into it. And if anybody wants just any documents or things that I show you, if anybody wants any, I could post them in the chat or get them to you somehow. All right, actually, I'll just go right here. So first thing that I do, well, before I talk about that, what makes a successful group? What makes a successful group, there's a few rules that I follow. And I'll give you the first rule, and it's the biggest rule, the most important rule. As a leader of the group, you have to have enthusiasm. You have to be enthusiastic above anything else. Forget about knowledge. Forget about all of that stuff. It's enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is infectious. Okay? Enthusiasm is infectious. You should write that down. Enthusiasm is infectious. If you're enthusiastic, everybody that's in the group, everybody that's around you is going to adopt that behavior as well. A lot of times I see some groups fail because the leaders that are in the group, they're not showing that passion that they have for everybody that's in the group. okay? So you've got to have that. Number two is I don't care. I don't care if you have 2 people in the group or you have 100 people in the group. Each post that you make, okay, pretend that there's 1,000,000 people in the group. Pretend that Carl is in your group. Pretend that top coaches are in your group. But why do I say that? Because I want you to make sure that each post that you do, each comment that you do shines. I want you to think that what I'm going to post right now, 10 million people are going to read it. So I need to make this post amazing, enthusiastic. It's just got to be off the chain. If you adopt that attitude with everything that you do, you're going to be amazed at how crazy your groups are going to be. I see a lot of posts with people saying that, you know, the group started great and then it kind of died off, and because those people are thinking about all the people that dropped off, or they're thinking about there used to be 30 people in the group. Now there's only 20 people in the group. Who cares? Treat it like there's 1,000 people in the group. Okay. So I am going to go real quickly. Now this group here is my Summer Slim Down group on the Challenge Tracker app, and it actually opened 2 weeks ago. So you can see that we're on day 15. I do the same thing I've always done with all of my groups. I create a Facebook event. I talk about it on my personal page before the group opens. I talk about it on my like page. I have my Google form for people who want to be in the group. I have the event set up so people can come and join the event. So all of this happens way before I even open up, you know, the group. So I'm going to click on my posts right now because I want to go right to the beginning of the group. And usually what I do, not usually, but always, what I do is that I always open my group on a Monday. Okay, that's the official start day. But I send out all the invites from the Challenge Tracker app either on Friday or Saturday, usually Saturday early morning. So the group is not set to open and nobody can log anything until Monday, but I want to bring everybody into the group early because I want them to get comfortable with it. Plus, I want them to introduce, and that's the posts. I'm going down trying to find the beginning posts of the group before the group even starts. Come on now, don't hang up. So I bring everyone in 2 days early. Okay, we're almost to the beginning. Okay, so I got a video here that I made that are tips for using the app. And I go over some of my, in this video, it's the first thing I post, but it's not the main post before the group opens, but it's there for people to watch. And this is another video that I reference in my welcome email to everyone who joins the group, is to watch my tips video. I explain in this video how to set up your notifications so you're not getting 50, 60, 100 notifications every single time someone makes a post or whatever. So I give them tips on how to change that. Plus a bunch on how to log and do other stuff too. So, but here is that very first post that I do. This was on May 27th, which was probably a Saturday, right? Yeah, it was a Saturday, early in the morning. Okay. And this is the post I made. Now this is my welcome post. So in this post, I'm talking about, I do a little quote here, and it's always different. Every group I do, it's a different welcome post. But usually one thing that I do is I ask people to introduce themselves. You know, they can talk about their who, their what, their why, their 3 W's, I call it. You know, who you are, just a little bit about yourself, what program you're doing, and most importantly, your why. Why are you doing it? Why are your goals important to you? You know, what is it going to be like when you hit those goals? How are you going to feel? You know, so all you guys know. I talk about that. This one I got a theme going for this group. It's a why not me. So we've been kind of going through this whole time with the group. And then here we got 97 comments on here. I think Kevin's on the call. So Kevin was the first one, but and then what did I ask everyone to do? Are you ready? Let's make this the most amazing. And after you do your introduction, put why not me in it. Okay, so everybody's and then I do mine. Don't forget to do yours. So I made the post asking everyone to introduce themselves, and then here is mine. Here is my introduction. Okay, talk about. I have a picture uploaded there. So now no one can log until Monday, but here on Saturday and Sunday they can come into the group and they can start getting familiar with it. Okay, and by the way, if you're not on Challenge Tracker app and you're thinking Facebook, it's the same thing. But with Facebook, you can open it early and then set it so no one can make any posts but you. Only the administrator, only the admins can post until Monday, and then you take that limitation off and then everybody can post. So I always set that limitation in a Facebook group. Challenge Tracker app is kind of the same thing because you can't log anything until the official start date of the group, but you can open it up whenever you want and invite people to it. So you can see everyone's in here and everyone's coming in, they're making their way in and they're introducing themselves. So that is very important, is to make sure you have your post like that, okay? I do not run my groups alone. Now, free groups, of course, I run those alone. But I run my groups with, I call my coach leaders, coaches that, that we're all together. We're all in a leadership group together. And that's another post that I make. I want to introduce everyone to to all of the coach leaders in the group. So I don't have, and each coach leader is responsible for doing, and I'm going to show you guys in my Facebook group, my leadership group, where we talk about that. For making a post, every single day, we have a schedule that we stick to. Now, if you're, you don't have to have a bunch of coach leaders in the group. You can be just you in the group, or maybe you and your success partner are running the group, maybe the two of you. And then you can do it the same way, where you introduce yourself. I'm huge with graphics and pictures and things like that. So I got everyone's picture here, all of the leaders that are in the group. Once again, this is all happening before the group starts to open. And then the group opened on Monday, which just happened to be Memorial Day. So obviously my post reflected that. So number one rule, like I said again, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, enthusiasm. Number two rule is to, no matter how many people are in your group, treat it like there's thousands of people in there and thousands of eyes are on you, watching you. Like I said, I used to run groups on Beachbody message boards where that was really important, because anybody could be looking at that message board group, anybody. And if they like what they see, and they like the enthusiasm and everything that's going on, maybe they will join that group. Okay, so with the Challenge Tracker app, it's kind of invite only. A free group is kind of like a private group, but still, I still have that mentality. Like, the whole world is in here with me, and we're all doing this together. My third rule, is that my third rule or my fourth? My third rule, and this is my rule for myself, okay? I don't leave. Where I said I treat the group like there's 1,000 people, but then again, I also treat it like there's only one person in the group. And that is the one person that I am focusing on each time I read a post. There's no one else in the group except for that one person. It's just me and Stephanie. That's it. So when I read Stephanie's post, that's all I'm thinking about, is I'm reading her post and I'm going to comment. I comment. I won't say 100%, but I will say about 90 to 95% of the time, I comment every single day on everybody who posts in the group. I like everyone's posts 100%. Let's say 99, because I might miss something there. But 90% of the time, 95% of the time, you are getting a comment from me every single day. I'm reading it. You're the only one in the group at that moment, and I am commenting on it. A lot of people always ask me, how do you have time to do that? And my answer is always, how do you have time not to do that? I'm a coach. I'm a coach. You're in my group. I'm going to read what you're writing every single day, and I'm going to comment on it. That's my job. That's what I love to do too. That's my passion. So it's not a question of time. It's what I have to do. So throughout the whole day, I'm reading my groups whenever I can have a chance. So you take a break at work, on my lunch break, in the morning, when I get home. I am focused on my groups. I am focused on reading everything and commenting on everything, okay? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be this long, elaborate comment on, you know, benefits of, I don't know, Himalayan salt versus regular salt. You know, even though I do comments like that, long ones, informative ones, but it could be just a simple comment like, you know, someone posted their workout and, you know, great job. You know, great job today. You know, or they talk about an NSV that they had. You know, congratulations. You know, awesome job on that, you know, non-scale victory that you had or that goal that you reached. Okay, so it doesn't have to be something, but you know, you do have to comment. That's what separates an average leader from someone who does the, where is it? The 10 times rule, right here. Take it to the 10 times level in everything that you do, everything. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about. Plus, don't forget to post yourself in the group, obviously, so you have to say that. You know, log your own workouts, log your own Shakeology, you know, in the group. One thing that we do in all my groups that I run, that I'm huge on, is having fun. Okay, so we do contests. We do lots of challenges in the group. Normally what we do is on a pin post, because like I said before, each coach is responsible for a certain day in the group, each coach leader. And sometimes in that pin post, there'll be a daily challenge, you know, something cool, maybe post a motivational, your favorite motivational pick, our image, quote, and then usually what we have is week-long challenges. Okay, now, and that are challenges that run the whole 60 days of the group, and that's what our transformation challenge is. It runs the whole 60 days of the group, and I do my groups for 60 days. So, and it's a buy-in, okay, so, and it's only $5. You know, so you put the $5 in, and you don't have to submit your pictures until the end of the group. And I change it up sometimes. Like this one, there's only going to be one winner. Last group, we had 2 different winners. One for most inches lost and most weight loss percentages combined or added together. And then we do one where everyone votes. So everyone in the group votes for the best transformation. And that's at the end of the group is when you submit your before and afters. But I tell, obviously, everyone to take their before pictures now, but you don't need to submit them yet. But transformation contest, okay? So talk about that. Some of the other contests that I do, the one that we had last week was, and reminders. I'm constantly doing reminders. So I just don't make a post once, like the transformation contest. I do it every single day. You know, I'm not doing, it's not going to be the pin post every day, but it's going to be constant reminders because maybe somebody didn't see it yesterday when I posted about it. And I also send notifications to whenever I do contests or things like this. So I'm not only posting it in the group, but I'm constantly reminding everybody. And there is a deadline to the transformation contest. That's why I post about it. Sweat zone. So we did a sweat zone last week contest, okay? And it's simple. Just post your sweaty selfie, you know, during your workout or after your workout. Post your sweaty selfie when you log your workout. And then the rules that I had were if you needed to post at least 3 sweaty selfies in order to be eligible for the drawing, which happens every Sunday. So every Sunday we give away a prize, okay? So sweaty selfie, that was that one there. Okay. And then I got this from Greg. I love this wheel, Greg. It's awesome, the random wheel picker. So everyone who met the eligibility requirements for the contest, I put them into the wheel, and boom, I spin it, okay, and then get the winner. Plus, I'm always, talking about Beachbody announcements in the group. So the summer sale, posting about that. So don't forget. Put that off the screen. Don't forget about promotions that Beachbody has going on. You want to make sure you include that in all your letting people know about it. Okay, the contest that this was in the sweat zone. I gave away the shirts for the winners, and I actually selected 2 winners for this contest. Other contests, and then what I do is I love, like I said, enthusiasm and engagement. So all those sweaty pictures, and I couldn't put them all in this collage, but all those sweaty pictures that people submitted all week long, I grabbed them all, and then I made this collage and I posted. So all those pictures you see there are from the week. Everyone who took part in the contest is hopefully everyone is represented in there. I might have missed a couple people. Otherwise, it would be really too small to see everybody. But, posting that, just another extra, enthusiasm. I love doing stuff like that. And this week we have our Snapchat Shaky a week. This is one of my favorite contests that we do. And another one, it's really simple, Snapchat. Take a picture of you and your Shakeology using a Snapchat filter and post it. And a lot of times people do that anyway, but now it's a contest. So normally people who wouldn't use Snapchat, they're like, oh, and I can't tell you how many times people are like, I don't know how to use that. It's easy. And then they start using it and then they're hooked. You guys probably were like that. I was like that, right? The first time you use it, it's like, oh my God. Okay, so this is what everyone's talking about. And I don't use it for the stories and stuff, just to make the funny pictures. But, so doing contests, okay? Managing the group. It's the best thing about, for me, and a lot of great things, but I really love that with the Challenge Tracker app, you can do scheduled posts. Because I tell my coach leaders, always get your post up early. We have a lot of people that work out early in the morning. Okay, 6 o'clock, 5:30, before work. So that pin post, that post of the day, needs to be up early. So if you're not up that early, that's okay. Just schedule it. Even if your post isn't until 2 weeks from today, you can write it right now, whenever you have time, and schedule it. And it's so easy to do. And by the way, we're in the coach portal, because we can't be in the actual group because you can only do that on your phone or tablet. But in here, schedule draft posts. Okay. And then you can click on add a post. And there you can add your image, your video, you can pin it, and then you just select the date and time that you want it there. And then you don't have to worry about it. I was hoping when I clicked on that I'd see some scheduled posts in here, but I don't see any. Coach leaders, are you on this call? But you can do it. It's awesome. You get it done. It's over with. And then your post is guaranteed to post in the morning, 5 a.m., whenever. I think Pablo puts his up at 3 a.m. So awesome. This is another cool thing. I love this. The post library. You click on the post library. You are going to see every single post that a coach admin has made in every single group you have ever been in. Okay, only the coach admins see this. So if I want to repeat a post from the group before this was my Spring into Fitness group. They're all here. Here on day 3, back then I posted about momentum, your Big Mo. So if I want to reuse that post, copy and schedule. Boom, there it is, the image, the post itself, everything. All I gotta do is put the time in now. That's it. So you have your own library of posts, and all the coaches, not just your own, but you can see here, here's Regina's post. Every single post that a coach makes, every group that you've ever been in. Here's the our New Year and New You group, okay? 134 coach posts. Anyone could reuse, all right there. If I want to reuse Pablo's post right here, I could copy and select, and it's going to post. Okay, I wouldn't do that when these other coaches post, but you know, it's all there. It's incredible. So going back to contests, so you might think, well, how do I track everybody with the contest? One of my favorite contests I do, I don't know when we're going to do it in this group, is the 7 for 7 contest. Okay, this contest is 7 for 7. It runs the whole week, and it's usually a big prize. And everybody who posts everyone who logs their workouts every day for those 7 days of the week, and everyone who posts their Shakeology 7 days of the week, so you're 7 for 7, you are eligible. You get entered into the prize drawing for that week. Okay, so you're thinking, oh my God, 7 for 7. How do I track? You know, I got to keep track of everybody. Nope, Challenge Tracker does that for you. Click on participants. Okay, and I will click on Pablo because I know Pablo is, everything is perfect. I can click on, or just click on his name and then go down here and you see this handy dandy little calendar, and it tells me every day what Pablo did. So workout is blue, Shakeology is green, and if they're both, it looks like that. And you can see ever since Monday, when the group started on the 29th, Pablo has posted his Shakeology and workout every single day. Every single day. So if I was running the 7 for 7 contest here, there it is. It's telling me Pablo went 7 for 7. Okay, great. You know, then I go to the next person. So this takes a little time to do, but, you know, there's Kathleen. Okay, got some missed workouts in. Kathleen was ill. You know, you can see it there. So there's everything, you know, and then, you know, if you want to drill down to the activity feed, you can actually see all the different posts here. Kathleen has, I don't know if she's on the call, I can't see, but she has the most beautiful ever Shakeology posts. And sometimes we even have a contest. I call it my Shakio Art contest, where post, you know, let's all be artists and try to make our Shakeology post as beautiful as possible, you know, with the background scenery or plants or whatever. Kathleen always has such gorgeous, gorgeous posts. So that is a little bit on the Challenge Tracker app itself. But no matter what social media that you're using, no matter what format, the rules are always the same. Enthusiasm, having fun, treating it like, you know, the group is the biggest group you've ever been a part of, and then treating it like there's only one person in the group, and that's the person that you're focused on at that particular moment, the person that you're trying to help. And then another thing, guys, remember, and I'm not going to look for the post, this happened the other day, but stop share for a second. You can see everybody. Remember, guys, also that you are a coach, okay? So in the groups, we have a lot of fun, okay? We do a lot of high-fiving. We do a lot of great job, you know, awesome work, you know, way to go. We do a lot of that stuff. Can't forget that you're also a coach. And your number one goal is to help people reach their goals. It's to help people stay true to the commitment that they made, to help people get that accountability, to help with their consistency, to make them successful. And sometimes when you do that, you gotta use a little tough love in the groups when you're talking to people, okay? A lot of times, tough love that I use, I always kind of preface it by saying, all right, here we go, Wendy. I gotta put my tough coach hat on. So for the next few sentences, I'm wearing my tough coach hat, you know, and then I give it to you the way it is. if you didn't work out, the last 2 days or 3 days because you posted that, you were too sore or you didn't have time or something like that, I'm going to drill you for it. I'm going to get you for it. I'm going to say, well, what happened? And I'm going to talk about the importance of consistency. And many times, many coaches don't want to do that. They just want to write, oh, well, don't worry, you'll do it tomorrow, which is fine. You can do that. But my job is to get you results, and if I got to be tough with you or hard on you, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be like, crazy drill sergeant on you, not a Sean T. But, but I am going to hold you accountable. That's my job. That is my job as a coach. So I got to do that. All the fun stuff, that's my job too. And then all this accountability stuff is also my job. So don't forget that. I had someone in the group just the other day, and if I was more prepared, I'd show it. But, he posted that he didn't work out for the last few days, and I got him on it. I caught him on it. I said, no, you got to do this. And then after I wrote the post, I was like, oh, he's kind of new. I hope, but no, I got to do that. I got to do it. And then he wrote a post back saying that, thank you. I needed that. I needed someone to kick me in the butt and tell it to me like it is. And he even made a comment that in the last group that I was in, everyone was so forgiving, so I like this group because you're keeping me accountable, so don't forget that important part of it. Okay. Last thing I will show you is our leadership group. So we have all these coach leaders in here. Even if you only have 2 of you guys running the group, make sure you have a place where you guys can meet. Where you can discuss the group. Come on, Facebook. So this is where we do that in that group. Here's the posting schedule that I put up. So everyone is in here. They all know what day they're responsible for. We're in week 3 right now. So LaDonna's post was today, which she made. Kevin is tomorrow. Lisa, Kat. So everyone knows their day that they are responsible for. Plus we discuss things about the group. Whoops, what did I just say? Okay. We're doing weekly themes. So make sure that you have a group, if you're running it with multiple coaches, that you guys all get together and you're all on the same page. How many of my coach leaders in my group, raise your hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 on the call tonight. LaDonna, Wendy, Harry, and Pablo. Awesome. So let's go around the room real quick because it's getting late, right? To share one thing, either a group that you have run or a group that you were in as a challenger or even a coach, whatever, that you took away like an idea like, wow, that was really cool. I want to do this in my group. And maybe now you're doing it in your group. But something, and if it was something I said, then that you've already done, say that. So it doesn't have to be, just because someone else said it, I can't say it. Let's just go around real quick and some of the coolest things that you've ever seen in a group. Greg, quick.
All right. So I do a lot of that stuff as well. One additional tip that I do is like every Saturday or Sunday, sometime on the weekend, I'll go through the screen in the app where it lists people by the workouts. You can sort by the number of workouts they've done, right? And the participant screen, that's what it is. And it'll tell you like when they last worked out. So what I'll do is I will go through and I will see who hasn't checked in a few days, and I'll message them. And even people who have checked in, what you can do is you can select them all, and you can message them in the app, right? So yeah, Brian, if you want to show them that. So if they are checking in, what I'll do is I will message them in the app, you know, especially if they checked in like every day this week. I'll just select them all, and you can just click on that send message, right? Do the check boxes and then click on send message, and it'll look like, you know, it's only going to that one person, even though you select multiple people. So like you could select Kevin and, you know, the next 3 people, and, you know, and just say, hey, you know, I think you guys have, or I think you have done an amazing job of checking in every day. You know, is there anything you need help with or something like that? And then people who haven't checked in for several days, I won't message them in the app, because obviously they're not going to get the message if they're not logging in, right? So what I'll do is I will click on their profile, right, and get their email address. So I'll email them, or I'll send it to their Team Beachbody inbox, right, because I have their that as well. So either their email or their inbox is what I'll try to do to get them, you know, just to check on them. And so many times people say, hey, thank you for checking on me, you know, things like that. And something else that you could do is you can use that screen to get rankings, right? So as like contests, I'll post those screens to say, you know, so and so, you know, like a leaderboard, right? And offer a prize. You know, whoever has the most workouts at the end of the 60 days gets a prize. So that's another prize option that I do. So that's my tip.
Tom.
Hey, how's it going? I just started with challenge groups. I actually have a summer slim down one I started last week. I mean, it's not great as far as I think I have maybe 4 on the app, and I have a good number on Facebook, but very few who actually participate, maybe 2. But I mean, I kind of jumped into it really blindly. So I mean, I've been bugging Greg for tips, but really not knowing 100%. But Greg said there's really no wrong way to do it, so I did it. I'm glad I did. I'm learning as I go along, but a lot of great info tonight. I mean, one thing I am a little confused about, and if you don't mind, I didn't schedule it as an event. On Facebook, I just created the group, and just it gives you the option to join. So I mean, I posted that we're going to be starting a group, and then I just sent out the group invite. I guess this is what it would be called. I mean, I'm really not good with this Facebook items yet. What's the difference? Is it better to do an event than just because it just gives you the option, right, to join right from the group?
Yeah, you can do it either way. I like doing an event because I like to build up to that group. I like to post different things in the event, so when the group starts, it's a blank slate. Sometimes I'll do contests in the events. Haven't done that in a while, but I just like the idea of having that event, having everyone have a home in there before the group opens, especially if it's a premier group. Because with my premier groups, there is requirements, and one of the requirements is that you have to be on Shakeology. If you are a new customer, if this is your first time, if this is your first time in a group, I will let some people in if they're doing their workout programs. But if you've been in these groups before, the requirement is Shakeology. And if you're a coach, you got to keep you have to have an active status as a coach. So by having an event, I first off, I know all the people that want to, because they're right there in the event, that want to be in the group. And then I could check on them to make sure that they meet all the requirements before the group actually opens. Now, you're in a different boat because you're doing a free group, okay? So with the free group, probably don't need an event. If you can just create the group and then say, this is the day that we're going to start, and then start it. So that's a little bit different way. I just always have done the events. I just like doing them.
All right, thank you.
LaDonna.
My favorite feature of it is the scheduling part. for the pinned posts. I'm
Awesome.
just a routine and a scheduler. So, but the rest of it, I'm still really new and still learning. But that's my most favorite part, and also the accountability.
And for Facebook, they have schedulers for that too. I love to use Buffer. Buffer is the one that I use. If you go to buffer.com, you can sign up for an account. You could post to one group for free, or it's $10 a month, and you can post to as many groups as you want. So that's what I do.
Yeah, I used to use Buffer too with the Facebook groups. And I paid the $10 a month. Now with the Challenge Tracker app, I canceled that. I don't need it, but it does. It works the same way. Stephanie, craziest thing, funnest thing that you've ever seen in a group?
You know what? I've really been struggling with groups, so my takeaway is to really take a look at the Challenge Tracker today, because I haven't thought about using it. So
awesome. It's awesome. And like I said, I didn't want to use it either, but the first group the health bet group that we did last October, I think it was, I fell in love with it. It's awesome, and all the stuff you can do. And now you can do live videos just like Facebook, sort of live. You can record the video and then post it immediately without going through YouTube. So that's pretty cool. Armando.
Well, I learned quite a few tonight. Didn't know there was one. I saw the schedule post area, but I'd never attempted to try. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and start using that. Like I have Karen in one of mine, but it's only me and her posting. But I haven't created like a group from people that are buying challenge pack and setting them up with the challenge tracker app. I've been using Facebook, so Facebook is doing okay right now. So with this tip that I got today, I think I'm gonna try for next month. Sounds cool, because I use Buffer too, and it looks the same, and you can reuse it like you just showed us. So.
Mm-hmm. And people, I'm finding what I was scared about was, well, people aren't gonna like the app. They like the Facebook format, but people love it. It's easy.
That's what I noticed. A lot of people on my Facebook group, I guess they're afraid because it's Facebook and people are going to see it, but because this is an app, it's just an app. If you're not in there, you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's more secure, more private that way. And it also engages them to either get into Shakeology if they're not doing it at that moment. So.
And one thing I forgot to mention also, the way that I do it with the app, the app you're using from your phone, so you're not typing on a keyboard. For me, I don't have the two thumb action like probably many of you guys have. Connie, more like me and you, right? So when I'm commenting on people's posts, I very, very seldom ever do it from my phone. I always, always, always do it from the app itself, the Coach portal, because you can go into the Coach portal. Now I'm on my computer, group feed, and then I could like and comment, and then type my comment right on my keyboard and then post it. Okay, without doing any of that from my phone. So it's much easier for me, much quicker for me than to comment on everyone's post from my phone. Now, these don't have any comments on because these were done during our call just now. But before the call, I checked everything and commented on everything. But for those of you guys, Greg's got the 2 fingers, but for all us 1 finger phone, you can use the Coach portal to do all of your commenting on every post. Connie.
Actually, the fun thing that I liked about one of the groups that Greg had was that we had to get out somewhere away from our normal workout spot and do a workout.
Mm.
And I thought that was really interesting because it put me out of that comfort zone, because I could hide in the truck but I had to get out of the truck and do a workout. And I actually found a place where I was hidden, but still could do it, and actually was spotted by a few people. And what are you doing? So it brought up conversation.
Awesome.
I thought that was kind of intriguing to do that.
I'm going to incorporate that one. We've done a couple things kind of like that. Awesome. All right, we're going to go. John, real quick.
Connie, you're going to have to do that a lot when you start shift shop because you're not going to have room in the truck.
I know. And the problem I'm having right now is with this that I'm doing now, the only place that I have been to lately, it's like the ports, which you can't get out and do anything. So
Yes.
I'm actually going to be in the middle of a rest area probably doing these workouts.
You need a lot of room. I've been watching Pablo's videos on that. John.
So I don't have a lot of success with the tracker. I invited everyone from my Facebook group, and I didn't get one taker. Now, granted, I didn't really follow up with them on that, so that's something I'll have to message and call people. I post about the tracker in the Facebook group. I just don't have a lot of engagement with it. Some of the things I use in the Facebook group to try and gain engagement is a lot of the things from the daily coaching post, like the iTunes Tuesday, that kind of stuff, to talk about music. That's some of the things that I get, at least with engagement, but I'm getting a lot of great ideas tonight, and I'm going to be exploring the tracker a little bit more.
Awesome. And just make sure, you send them that video that explains how to use it. If you want to make your own video with some of your own tips or even a document, because sometimes that's what the problem is. It's like people don't know how to use it. And then, once they say, this is easy, so.
Beachbody has a great video on how to use it too. And
that's the one that I send, is the Beachbody one.
Yeah, I pinned that to my group, But I would say, like, anybody who signs up for a Beachbody program, just say, use the app as your VIP group, your premier group, right? So it's like you take people from your free Facebook group into the app. It's like you bought Beachbody program, you bought Shakeology, you need to start posting in the app, and it's like an added benefit, an added value to them, right? It's like anybody can use the Facebook group, but you have got the all access pass, so you get to use the app, And
I find premier group.
Yeah, people, they would we have a premier group too, right? I mean, that Armando, helps run. And basically the only people who post in it are coaches, but it's like I got all my customers into the app and they all post every single day, twice, 3 times, 4 times a day, which they would never do on Facebook.
Right. Where's the video at?
If you go, you can, Greg could give it to you, but if you go to YouTube and just type in Challenge Tracker app, it's going to be the first one that comes up.
Okay.
Make sure it's the one by Beachbody and not by a different coach.
Also, if you go to mychallengetrackerapp.com, I think it gives you like the videos and the instructions and download it and all that good stuff.
All right, we got to go really, really quick. So Wendy.
Oh, the thing I like best about the challenge groups is just plain fun. Something different that steps out of the norm. Like Brian, you posted your video that first day, and I sat on the bus on the way to work and I howled with laughter because it was so different from anything that I'd seen from you in the past. And really trying to figure out who I am as a coach lead and setting up my own groups. I think the big thing is to emphasize fun, because we all do these exercises and they dang hurt. And you sweat and you feel horrible and you feel horrible for the rest of the day. And to go on the app and say, yes, I did it, and then to go to somebody else's post and see something so funny. It just makes your whole day, and you look forward to seeing the posts and doing everything. So that's a big thing for me, fun.
Carrie, who is the opposite of fun. Go ahead. Always messing.
Yes, I like to keep things serious all the time. So, no, there was one that was nice with personal development. You did your workout, your shape, personal development, and something else. But that, and there was a plank challenge that was kind of neat. You won a prize for the most interesting place that you planked, for the day when planking was cool. So that, and yeah, I like all the Snapchats.
We need to bring that back. The plank, the in the strangest places.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Paul. Take him off yet? Oh, I can't. You can, Greg. Or is he frozen? Oh no, I saw him blink.
What's up?
What's up?
Not much.
Oh, favorite craziest thing you've ever done in a challenge group or seen in a challenge group? Or fun?
The funnest, I think something that was kind of fun, I've written some long things, but actually I kind of liked, I did this weekend, I did a coach post and I went live on the group, and I don't usually do that. I'm not a big video person. It's hard to make me get on the videos because I want to get in there and start critiquing them and trimming them, and I said no, it's not good enough. I'm redoing it. So the live thing kind of forced a little bit of a difference, and I rather enjoyed that. And I was outside too, not stuck in the house trying to take a video. So.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, live. Same thing with me with live. I was spending, like in the Facebook group, so much time making a video, doing 3 takes, 5 takes, 10 takes, and then just like you, bringing it up, and I use Microsoft Sony movie, editing it, adding graphics, doing this, 3 hours of my day, because I have to make it the best and this and put that in there, and then it was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go live. Get the same message across and do it live, and then save time, and then it forces you to think on your toes and to face that fear and get over it. Yeah,
Get out of that comfort zone thing. So I think I might be doing a little bit more live stuff.
Do it. Keep doing it.
Seemed to work pretty good. And aside from the Challenge Tracker app, I really haven't used it except for when we've been in the group with Greg. So I really don't have too much experience with it, but it does seem like it would work pretty well.
Awesome. Mika.
Oh, I did have one question for you though.
Yeah, go ahead.
How come you only got 12 Shakeologies posted and Pablo's got 15?
That's right. Good catch. Good catch. I'm not perfect like Pablo.
Just giving you a hard time.
Yeah. Usually on Sundays, and this is another thing. On Sundays I try to take a day off. I try to. I still have my Shakeology, but I kind of, with the electronic devices, family time for my wife.
Oh yeah.
So, but good catch. Either that or Pablo's cheating. Mika.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I would say I actually like this format better than the Facebook app because I don't have to go and find the group to go to, I don't have to go find the group to post in the group or find what people posted in the group. I can just go to the app and go straight to my group.
It's another good thing about it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it seems a whole lot easier.
Me now? Okay.
Yeah.
So of the things that I like about the app, the live video. It's not really live, it's just a little delayed, but that's about it. And for someone who never did videos before, talk about getting out of your comfort zone. Now I start making live videos and I just can't shut my mouth. So
can't stop. It's like a disease now.
It happens. What can I say?
A video of Pablo every day.
Yeah, I take myself every freaking day.
Today's was great too. With you had the markers and then you sped it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's 1.5.
Like you're supposed to say, I didn't speed it up. That's how I did it.
I'll tell them that, but not you. Other than that, the fun things that something that we haven't done in a while, by the way, tag your it.
Yes, these are all the ones we used to do on Facebook.
Yeah, we used to do it on Facebook all the time.
Tag your it contest we used to do is, I love this one, where the first person goes, like I would go, and then give Pablo a challenge and say, tag your it. Maybe it's to do 10 push-ups, outside. Whatever. So then Pablo does the challenge. He posts that he did it, maybe a picture of him doing it. And then he tags somebody else and goes, LaDonna, you're it. I want you to eat the colors of the rainbows on your veggies for tomorrow. And then LaDonna takes pictures and she does it. And then she tags somebody else with a challenge. And then we try to see how long we can keep it going. So yeah, tag your it.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Shauna, did I say it right? Yeah.
Yes. I've actually been doing the Challenge Tracker app since it come out to all the coaches, that is, not the special coaches like Greg. But and I've had a lot of success, but I don't use it for my premier group. I kind of have it as an in-between. I have free groups on Facebook, and then I have come join, be my client, work on a program to join in that challenge group. And then, then they go on to, I do want to do Challenge Tracker as a premier, but I haven't really gotten anybody else to want to do it. So, anyway, I love the scheduling in there. That's my favorite. What I found, though, is the lives. I'm missing the lives. And I tried to upload a video that was like 3 minutes, and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the length is, but I cannot get videos down to 3 minutes.
I had that problem too, and I'm working on it because it's not only that it has to be under 3 minutes, but the size of it. So your surroundings, the size of the picture, it builds it up, and you go over X amount of megabytes or whatever it is. I don't remember the measurement they use for it. And if you go over that amount, it won't let you have it either. That's why mine are so short on it.
So do you need to upload it as, not HD, or does that make a difference?
That's what I'm guessing right now. I haven't tried it yet. That was something that I was, in these last couple of days, that I really noticed that happening. But I stopped and I read the error that it was giving me, and it was that size. So that may be it.
Yeah, record it in a smaller size or whatever. Or whenever I convert it to using iMovie, I always do 360, whatever frames per second.
Well, I just, hit, my phone where you hit the video button, it doesn't really give you any options. And then you just start recording.
It depends what your video settings are set on for your phone.
On the phone per se. I have mine in the highest setting. So
yeah.
It's building up like that. So I
I
have
didn't
to
even
knock it down.
I don't even know where those.
And I don't like that you can't upload a video as a workout, right? Like you do your workout video.
Right.
You can't make a workout video. So
yes, that too. I think that's coming now.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, because then you can upload your Shakeology video if you're making it.
Right.
Hillary.
A couple of things that I did have suggestions for, though, is I try to get my customers to become success partners with someone else in the group. And then I want them to write a letter to their future self.
Love that. Hillary.
Can everyone hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Can hear you fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So I've been having a lot of trouble getting my challengers to become engaged. So one thing that stuck out in the video tonight was offering some like raffles or freebies. So I think I'm gonna try thinking of a few different ways to offer, get people engaged, and so.
Awesome. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be crazy stuff. $5 Amazon gift card or iTunes. If you want it fitness related, That's why the summer sale is so awesome because
Yeah.
you get stuff so cheap. All those things that were $5, prizes. So awesome. And you brought up one thing that I forgot to mention. There's so much stuff. But as far as engagement goes, what I always like to do when I'm commenting is ask questions. Always ask questions. Even if they just post that they did their workout and they don't really give you much to work with, you still, well, how's your nutrition doing? Or what was your favorite move? Like today I did that for a few posts because everyone was doing Sean Week, so what was your favorite move that you did for Insane Basics, out of all of them? So just asking questions, and then don't feel bad because what's going to happen is you're going to ask questions to, 10 people and one person will answer.
Yeah.
Keep going. You still do it. You still do it. You might be thinking that, the same person you're trying to engage with, you're asking them a question every day and they don't comment back. They don't say anything back to you. And then you start thinking, well, why am I even commenting on? Don't ever think that way. Keep going because then you're going to get that person, because it's happened to me, that they didn't say anything for 30 days in the group. And the group was over and they sent me a message and they said, Coach B, thank you so much. Every single day that I posted my workout, you had something to say. It made my day. And here I am thinking this person's not even reading my comments or anything or engaging with me. And here they are telling me that, how awesome, every day it was to see a comment from me. So I've learned my lesson that everyone is always watching and reading.
Yeah, I always I've been trying to follow up with a lot of the people too, and that's how I know that they've actually been paying attention. So they're like, I was like, I don't want to keep bothering you, but do you want me to keep messaging you, or do you want me to do it, set up a schedule? And they're like, no, I need your help. Please message me. So just like participate more, because the more people participate, others would participate. So it was kind of domino effect. So I'm like trying, but.
Exactly. The group takes on that life,
Yeah.
And each one is different. That's why I love doing them. They all are different. Okay, one more. We have someone on the phone. I forgot to. Is this Regina still? 26.
Hi, Brian. It's Cheryl.
Cheryl. Oh, okay, Cheryl. You want to give us one group that you belong to that was awesome because they did what?
Well, right now I'm just doing a free group, and I'm currently in the big challenge group with Greg. So you've given me a lot of takeaways tonight, and I'm writing these all down. And because I cannot visually see this call, I'm hoping that it's being recorded and posted later. But yes, I've been writing down all the takeaways here tonight that I'm going to implement myself. But I do have a question for you. The enthusiasm part of it, and these great ideas for the contest, what do you do to build up momentum in the free groups to get them excited for the challenge groups, to buy into the challenge groups, not only just the bonus tracker app, but what would your advice be on that?
Yes, in the free groups and also in the events that we were talking about, another reason why creating events for the groups is I am talking about our current group. I am talking about all the fun that we are having in our current group. Now, I know you can't see it, but you'll see it because Greg is recording it. But those posts that I made, the sweat zone with all the different pictures of everyone in their sweat zone, that collage, that goes in my free group. That goes in the event for the group. And that's my promotion. That's like, look at, I don't say it like this, but what I'm doing, look at all the fun we're having in my premier group, in my paid group. Look at all of this fun. And then when I give away the prizes, I'll post it in there that says, we just gave away Autumn Calabrese's Believe Achieve t-shirt to Regina. Just won it. And then there's the picture with Regina and the shirt that she just won. So that is in my free group. So people who are in my free group are in the events, they're hearing about this. And even my personal Facebook page, I'm throwing it up there. They're like, oh my God. So this is all the stuff that's going on in this group. I got to get into this when the next one starts. Oh, that's the idea. That's what you want to promote. But yeah,
Right.
constantly have that premier group going and constantly move stuff from that premier group into your free group, letting everyone know that this is also what you're doing and this is what's going on and this is how much fun everyone is having.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah.
You're running commercials in your free group for your premier group.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Exactly.
guys. Thank you so much. I know we went over. We got started a little late, but thank you. And if you guys have any questions, message me. Greg's like, shut up, Brian. It's time to go.
Thanks, Brian.
You got it, guys.